Tonight, Isaiah 14 leads us into a powerful message of comfort for God's people and judgment for the proud and oppressive. While it continues the prophecy against Babylon, it also reveals a greater spiritual truth. God will not let arrogance or tyranny last forever. This chapter beautifully contrasts God's mercy to the humble with his judgment on the proud, a theme that echoes throughout Scripture. Let this chapter strengthen your hope and remind you of the destiny God has promised to those who trust him. Key lessons for believers. 1. God will show mercy to his people. The Lord will have compassion on Jacob. Once again, he will choose Israel and settle them in their own land. After exile and judgment, Isaiah assures the people that God will restore and gather them again. His covenant love never fails. Lesson: no matter how far you've wandered or how hard the season, God's mercy still reaches for you. His promises are everlasting. Trust his restoring grace. 2. The fall of the oppressor. VV 3-11. How the oppressor has come to an end. How his fury has ended. This section rejoices over the downfall of Babylon's king, who once terrorized nations. In poetic form, even the grave seems to mock him. Lesson: earthly power is fleeting. Those who build their kingdoms on oppression and pride will ultimately fall. God is the defender of the humble and the righteous. 3. The fall of Lucifer, a deeper revelation. VV 12:15. How you are fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. These verses are often interpreted as referring both to the king of Babylon and to Satan himself, who exalted himself in pride and was cast down from heaven. Lesson: pride is the original sin that leads to ruin. Stay humble before God and resist the enemy's ways by walking in truth and obedience. 4. God judges nations and keeps his word. VV 16-23. I will rise up against them. I will sweep it with the broom of destruction, declares the Lord Almighty. The fate of Babylon is sealed. God's judgment is total. He ensures the land is left desolate, proving his power over nations. Lesson: God is not only personal but global in his authority. Every prophecy he gives will be fulfilled. His justice cannot be outrun. 5. God rules over all nations. VV 24-32. The Lord Almighty has sworn, surely, as I have planned, so it will be. These verses remind us that Assyria, Philistia, and all other powers are under God's sovereign hand. He protects his people and overthrows their enemies in his timing. Lesson: no enemy, no circumstance, and no global power is greater than the will of God. Rest in his sovereignty and rejoice in his protection. Reflection and invitation. Isaiah 14 gives us both a warning and a promise. God brings low the proud, but lifts up the humble. As you meditate on this truth tonight, examine your heart. Let go of pride and lean fully into the God who comforts, restores, and reigns. Return each evening to the Word. Let every chapter draw you closer to the heart of the one who holds the nations and your future in his hands.